welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Louisville Cardinals. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looking for running room. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Finds his target. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes a man miss. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's 3rd down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
This offense has it with really good field position. Hand off for Brown. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
The Cardinals will try to pick it up on 4th down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Got to make the play on fourth. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to Brown. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Catch in the middle, it's Fogle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Cardinals go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. He'll set up to throw. Gets rid of it. Snags it. Could not make his way to the corner. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush is on. And it's a sack.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the 1st quarter. Scoreless as we head into the 2nd quarter. Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. They want to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Louisville! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They didn't have to cover a ton of ground, moving at 33 yards, and they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run him again. Breaks into the open. He's past the sticks. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, SMU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Number 99, set to kick off.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's changing the play. 2nd down, going to throw it. Out wide right, it's Hughes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Cardinals come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And guys, that's not a surprise, is it? Watching tape coming into this football game, he can make things happen. He can run around you, he can run through you, just like you saw right there, break tackles. They will feature him early in this football game. They'll feature him often. He's one of their game breakers.
First down, right back to Brown. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Changing the routes with his receiver. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Cardinals!
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will open from the 15. The handoff. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the ground with the counter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Makes the grab. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Hauls it in. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's a really good job by this offense. I like it, man. Go 5 wide. You can tell right away you got a running back out wide. The corner stays out there so you know it's zone coverage. He sits down like a wide receiver. Really nice job working the outside part of the field. Quarterback, running back on the same page for the nice completion.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Holds on, it's Smith. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback signaling to his guys. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Out wide left, it's Hughes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver.
Oh, it's picked off. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Takes a hit as he fires. Couldn't set his feet.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. You're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
And back to the air on second down. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
14.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback changing the play. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Drops back on first down. Oh, pressure's coming. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's the Bulldogs looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
Hey, and getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Hand off from the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Powers inside. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Turns it upfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. They're working that left side. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a 1st down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
It's 1st down from the 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
14.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Got it. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. And the Cardinals racing to the line in a hurry up. Making the adjustment on the play. From the gun on 3rd down. Gets rid of it.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
The Cardinals will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Got some green grass. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Great play by the defense there. Listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires immediately. There he goes. Inside the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
And the Mustangs line it up with a 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fresh center downs going to the air. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Touchdown Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
There ain't no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it inside the 30. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Cardinals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is exactly what this offense needs, man. They need that clock to stop. They need to make big plays and score. Their defense needs to join the party, get some stops, and the passing game continue to be hot, and they might get back in this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Singleton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Uncorks it. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mustangs! He got a step and just dusted the field. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
42, Louisville, 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. He lets it fly. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, SMU! And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And the point after is good.
That makes the score. SMU 49, Louisville 21.
On the return, it's Hughes. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He'll be dropped. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. 3rd and long coming up. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. Moving out to the right. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Sells to fake. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Jennings. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Mustangs! A great catch and run for 6. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Deep in the end zone, it's Hughes. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. Try the right side with Brown. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And he gets it away.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
So the defense uses a timeout here. 2:08 remaining on the clock. They didn't want it to get down to the 2-minute stoppage. And the Cardinals will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Keeps it on the ground. Might have got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They put the brakes on him.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Making the adjustment. Brown again. Turning it on. Pulled to the ground.
And when you're the defensive side of the football right now, this point in the game, you know the game's over. That they run the football. Listen, you're trying to still compete. You're putting other guys in the football game. This is our standard. We're not giving up yards. We're not going to let them break tackles. And I think the defensive coordinator finally has something to complain about.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Just complete and utter dominance in this